Baby, oh, I love you. Are we filming? Is this on? You got to tell me when this is on. Let's just act like we didn't see that. And you know what? Let's just jump into the top 5 places that you should buy your first camera. Hey, so you want to be a photographer? You don't know where to start? Well, let's start with getting a camera. And though that seems like a no-brainer, it's important you know where to get a good camera and possibly save some money in the process. But before I start, I want to let you know that I'm not sponsored by any of the places that I mentioned in this video. And I'm going from top 5, and I'm starting at number 1 being the best place to buy a camera from. With that said, let's start at number 1. Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is located on Facebook and is a great place to buy things at a discounted price, especially camera equipment, cameras, and lenses. On Facebook Marketplace, you can search for people selling cameras in your area. You don't have to go very far. And you might be interested in the cameras that they are selling. And you may be able to purchase and can even talk to that person about what they're selling before you buy. Sometimes you can get real lucky and purchase some really good equipment on there for a very low price. Though Facebook Marketplace can be very, very inexpensive, one of the cons is that there is no 30-day return policy, which can be useful sometime when you're buying your first camera. But let's jump into number 2. eBay. eBay has been around for years and is similar to Facebook Marketplace. However, on eBay, you can not only buy equipment straight out, but you can also win stuff in an auction. The only thing about these places are, and this place specifically, is that you have to be very patient to find what you're looking for, because the inventory might not be what you want when you want it or when you're looking for something, which is similar to Facebook Marketplace. And just like Facebook Marketplace, there is no return policy. But Facebook Marketplace and eBay are good places. For example, just a couple weeks ago, I bought a backup camera on eBay, which was this camera. This is my backup Nikon D810. eBay is a great place. If you gotta get it, you can try to get it there. 3. KNH Camera. It's a great place. KNH Camera is an online website that sells refurbished camera equipment, which means that it is used, but it has been looked at by what they would call equipment specialists, people that make sure it meets certain requirements before it's sold. And it's the place where I bought this 7200mm lens. And since I bought it last year, I've never had a problem with it. Jumping into number 4. Wait. I would like to stop here and tell you one of the biggest mistakes that beginner photographers make when buying their first camera. And that is, wait for it, that is buying the most expensive and newest camera on the market. You know, the ones with all the bells and whistles. Why, you ask? Because it might sound corny, and it kind of is corny. But the photographer makes a good camera. The camera does not make a good photographer. It is what it is. You might see it on the back of a cereal box, but it's the truth. I personally know people that have some of the best work that you will ever see. They have cameras out there that have been out for 10 years. I also know people who have the greatest cameras with all the bells and whistles, and their work is boo-doo. Yes, I said it. Boo-doo. So, if you forget everything I told you and you forget all the places I told you about, just remember one thing. The camera does not make a good photographer. The photographer makes a good camera. Now, with that out the way, let me jump into number is your local camera store. The great thing about your local camera store is that they sell both new and used cameras the majority of the time. On top of that, you can talk to a real person right across from you before you buy your camera and compare pricing and the specs, and you can even get that money back guarantee that I was talking about. The only con to your local camera store is sometimes the prices are a little bit expensive. This is normally due to that camera store not belonging to a chain, or maybe it's just has a small number of clients. Normally those places are just a little bit expensive. However, there are a lot of benefits to your local camera store. But last but not least, being the least place that I would recommend you buy your first camera from, just in case you just popped in, is Adorama. Adorama, that's it. Adorama. Adorama is a great online store to buy camera equipment from. I've purchased numerous pieces of equipment from this website and have always been satisfied. Everything is new, and you can get that 30-day warranty. In addition, you can also borrow and buy lenses from this website. And to round things off with some honorable mentions, borrowlenses.com. Check that out. And if you have any other ideas or good places to buy your first camera or another photographer's first camera from, please put it in the comments below. And with that said, please subscribe and share this video, and make sure you get all the updates when videos are coming out. And don't forget to like this video as well. I will be doing a top 5 of things you should consider before buying your first camera that we just talked about. So check that out, coming soon. And remember, if you're going to become a photographer or a better photographer, there's no day like today to start. Peace.